Welcome back to Fraser Focus. British Columbia is going to become one of the latest in a string of Canadian provinces that allows rideshare companies like Uber and Lyft to operate here legally.
Taxi?
Any changes that we introduce in British Columbia will need to address the public's desire for more choice, but also convenience, accessibility, and competition.
Because there's no taxis in the weekends. You know, I waited like 2 hours every night to grab a taxi.
What do you think the arguments are for opposing? The taxi drivers are not...
Well, of course, it makes sense. Like, it's their job, right? But at the same time, it makes more jobs, so why not?
Now, taxi companies have been telling us that they're supportive of the entry of ride-sharing services as long as their entry is done in a fair manner that provides for a level playing field for all operators.
They play by the same rules like we do. I don't have nothing against it. They have to have a class 4 commercial license plates, the same kind of insurance we carry. We carry $10 million self-party liability. This car costs $20,000 a year on insurance. They have maybe $1 million. Do you get in a bad accident? You're screwed.
What if they play by the same rules?
They won't be playing the same rules.
You don't think it'll happen?
No, because like they are talking about like when they have a passenger, so it's a different insurance. When they are empty or driving just, then it's not that kind.
It won't be the same. I think the core that everybody wants is good service in Vancouver, and I think that, you know, taxi drivers have to understand that, same as Uber drivers. So more competition, the better, I think. Well, a lot of people saying that they can't even get a cab here on weeknights or weekend nights.
Yeah. That's why Uber comes to play, because they've got so much more capacity, and the existing taxi network, they're restricted to how they can expand. So
renting a taxi is a lot more expensive compared to Uber. Just drive around downtown. Here, I believe they have eCab. They don't have Lyft or Uber here, but Uber and Lyft over there are very nice and very helpful for like people that don't usually go into the city much, and it's a lot cheaper than like taxi cabs.
Rideshare is currently available in major Canadian cities such as Montreal, Edmonton, and in Toronto, where our colleague Darren Maharaj is taking a ride.
Well, Dean, as you can see, it's just another beautiful winter's day here in Toronto, and I mean, let's be honest, who wants to drive in this kind of weather? I certainly don't, but luckily here in the 6, we have a number of options, including rideshare programs like Uber. We're going to use this opportunity to show you how it's done.
And we are going back to the Zoomerplex, so we got Zoomer Media Limited there. We request an Uber X, request your Uber, and you just set your location to your current location, connecting to nearby 8 drivers, and our driver is 3 minutes away. We can contact him if we want, we can call him by his number, or we can message him directly on the app.
My lunch is getting cold, Tim.
He's a minute away.
Is that him? Hello, are you our wonderful Uber driver? All right. Ferozi?
Yeah, Ferozi. Yeah.
Sometimes Uber drivers will have water out for you, candy, gum. Feroz, you got anything for us?
No, I don't.
No? Nothing?
No, I don't provide anything.
You just provide a smile, right?
Just smile and there's right. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all we need. It has become such a necessary part of my day, getting to work, getting to lunch. We have real-time updates of our location and real-time updates of what time we're going to arrive there too. It's the simple choice. It's a cashless transaction. Your cards and your PayPal can be linked straight to your account.
So it's safe.
So it's safe. No cash needed, no tip needed.
And it's as simple as that. Now we get a chance to review his rating on the app, and obviously Faraz was a top-notch driver. We're going to give him, what do you say, 5 stars?
5 stars.
I think he deserves 5 stars. Anyways, back to work, back to the Plex, back to you, Dean.
The BC Liberals have promised $1 million in funding for the taxi industry to assist them develop apps to compete against the rideshares. You're watching Fraser Focus. More local stories from here in the Fraser region when we come back.